We appreciate y'all staying for the District 1 forum that we'll have. Again, we want to welcome back Mr. Kevin Harris. I also want to say before we get going, I know it's difficult, and as soon as this meeting's over, everyone will leave. So I want to say, first of all, I want to thank our guests who attended tonight, some of our elected officials. Commissioner Patrick Bell is here. We also have school board member Mr. Mike Dudgeon. We also have our school superintendent, Mr. Buster Evans. So we're pleased that you're here. We also, with that, we also want to thank our elected officials, our elected executive committee members. I get the pleasure of standing up here, but it takes a lot of people to put this on. I especially want to thank our first vice chair, Mr. Richard Ward, our second vice chair, Mr. Brad Wilkins, also our corresponding secretary, Ms. Peggy Green, and our recording secretary, Ms. Lynn Ward. So thank you, and to all the other folks who are working with us. Please also join us, for those of you who are watching on the web. This next week we'll have lots of events. On Friday night we'll be joining for a cookout. It'll be down at the parking lot behind the Bank of America building. We'll be having barbecue. Everyone's welcome. We're going to be decorating the float. And if anyone's interested in walking with the Republican Party during the 4th of July parade on Saturday, we'd love to have you join us. With that, I'll turn the presentation back over to Mr. Harris.
Thank you, Ethan. We will begin with a 2-minute introduction so she can introduce herself.
My name is Ann Crow, and I've served on the school board for the last 7.5 years. I firmly believe the success of Forsyth County schools is due to the partnership we've had with the community, the business community, the parents, and the school system. They came together to form the system that we have now back in the mid-90s with a strategic plan that was community-based. The community came together, said what they wanted in a school system, and from that, the school system has just taken off. We are all the time focused on student achievement, which is where every school system should be focused. We believe in a lot of staff development. We give our teachers the tools they need to be successful in the classroom. And I honestly believe that the state of Georgia is also headed in the right direction as far as improving test scores and the way we are heading to improve instruction across the state. Forsyth County is very fortunate. We've had a great board working together, but we also have a great staff that we work with. I've been involved in the community. I know this community, and I am seeking re-election because I feel that at this time we need a stable board, and in the situation we're in, we have economic problems coming up in the next couple of years and what we're facing now. I love the school system. I realize the importance it is to the county, success of the county, and especially economic development. And I believe the skills that I have shown over the last 7 and 8 years on the school board are valuable to our community, and that's why I'm running again.
Thank you so much. At this time, we'll begin a series of questions, and she'll have 1 minute apiece to do the questions, and we'll just go through the same questions we did the last time, just in no particular order. At this time, do you believe it's appropriate to require Spanish classes for elementary school students?
Back in the strategic plan in 1996, that was becoming, having languages K through 12 was an important part of that strategic plan, that people did want foreign languages. However, over the years it's become hard to schedule. It's more of a scheduling problem than anything. There was a committee that did a research on it about 6 years ago. There's so many things that elementary school kids have to have that there's not time to do it adequately, correctly. I think a better option would be to offer it after school, maybe on a cost basis. If parents want to come together and pay to have somebody teach foreign language, that's a better option so that they can have that. But it is a scheduling problem. That's why it was stopped.
Thank you. The next question. Do you think the Forsyth County school system is preparing our students to compete in the global economy? And if not, what should you do differently?
I think that we are heading that way. I think that we have, when you see several of our students coming back to work as successful lawyers and the school system as successful teachers, and others have gone on to be FBI agents, I think we're heading in that direction. The profile that Kristen mentioned earlier of the high school graduate underlines that we are graduating kids that we plan to, that will be critical thinking people, that will be aware of the world, and the other, and understand how it is to be successful in the economic situation that we are now. So yes, I do think that we are preparing, and I think we'll do a better job in the future as we develop that profile of the graduate.
Thank you. The next question. Redistricting will continue to occur in Forsyth County due to growth in new school construction. What would you do to provide greater parental input as to which school their children attend?
We have done a very good job of involving parents in redistricting. Every time that we've done it twice since I've been on the board. We've had parents involved in the actual redrawing of the district lines. We've had parents come before. We've gone out to the parents in their community and listened to every parent as far as what they felt in redistricting with their child. We have surveys online. We've had them come to board meetings to speak on behalf. So it has been a partnership with parents, and they understand that it is a hard process, but we've done everything possible to get parental input. But the bottom line is you have to make the best decision that's going to be for all students in the county. So I think parents have been a part of this for a long time.
Thank you. The next question. Does the school board communicate well with the parents and students? What would you do to improve communications?
That's one of the goals of the school system, as well as the board, to continue good communication with parents. We're one of the few school systems that the board we actually have our phone numbers on the website. We have emails. I have never had problems with parents calling me if they are contacting me through emails if they have questions. We're very open to that. We visit our local school council meetings. We do go to more events throughout the school system. So we try to interact with our parents and our community at all times. So I'm not sure what else we could do without doing something every night, but that's very important to us that we do communicate, and I would hope all parents feel like they can communicate with school board members.
The next question is, and I would assume this would be your next term, what is the Forsyth County School System's greatest need that you intend to address as a board member?
I think that, of course, the financial problems that we are going to be facing will be the biggest challenge that we will have in the next few years. I think another challenge will be to continue to stay focused on student achievement as our dollars are less. I think we will need to be more creative in how we deliver instruction to make the most of our tax dollars. But underlying all of it is going to be a financial challenge in the next few years, so that's going to be the biggest need, is coming up with solutions for that.
Thank you. The next question is, in your opinion, what is the Republican philosophy?
Republican philosophy is all about the individual. It's about less government. It's about being fiscally responsible. It's about the true beliefs of what our country was founded on. And unless we get back to that philosophy and people take responsibility for themselves and their actions, that we are going to be in trouble, and if we're not already. I think it's very important for the Republican Party to share the philosophy of the individual responsibility with the younger generations, because they are the future, and unless we can instill in them the utmost importance of being that individual and taking that responsibility and less government, we are not going to have the United States that we have.